We would now request Mr. Dinushka Iddawela and Mr. Luthfi Jabbar from Prime Group to speak on the topic Real Estate is all about prime locations.
Good afternoon, everybody. How's it going? Hi, my name is Dinushka Iddawela and this is my colleague Luthfi Jabbar. Both of us represent Sri Lanka's largest real estate developer, Prime Group. And we are humbled to be here this afternoon to be a platinum sponsor for the second consecutive year of this wonderful investor forum. Alright, how many of you all are familiar with this logo? Can you all hear me, by the way? Yeah? Alright. You're familiar. Anyone else? Whoever guesses this, I'm going to give you a free Happy Meal at the end of this presentation. Anyone? There you go. It's McDonald's. Now, most people don't realize it, but McDonald's is not a burger flipping restaurant. It owns the world's best real estate portfolios all over the world. You go to Shanghai, you go to Beijing, you go to Tokyo, LA, San Francisco. You go to Dublin, you go to Colombo, Shanghai, anywhere you go in the world. McDonald's owns the best real estate portfolio in the world. So in a 2015 interview, the CFO of McDonald's said that we are not technically in the food business, we're in the real estate business. Now you might wonder why I'm talking about McDonald's. In an emerging market like Sri Lanka, real estate has always been an attractive investment option. With additional support of new rules and regulations by the government, tax incentives, and central bank policies, we are seeing a huge increase in both commercial and residential developments. But our primary focus for today's presentation is going to be on residential developments because that's Prime Group's primary focus. The growth in this sector is well complemented by the rise in demand for urban and suburban accommodations. And as the country seeks to ramp up its presence in the South Asian region, with GDP growth paralleling that of growing salaries, there is a clear rise in demand for superior quality housing. Which brings us to the speech topic tonight. Real estate is all about prime locations, pun intended. So I'm going to quickly walk you through the presentation outline, what we're going to talk about tonight, this evening, sorry. We're going to go behind the scenes, take a look at the platform on which all of us developers are working on, and how we, as a developer, tap prime locations in developing our real estate projects, an overview of our completed projects and ongoing projects, and then we'll talk about our flagship project coming in Sri Lanka's most prestigious residential address, number 64, Ward Place, Colombo 7. And finally, the most important question why all of you all are here, why invest? Why invest in us? Okay, so without further ado, Luthfi Jabbar, I'm going to let you speak about a few points, and I'll take back the floor. All the very best.
Thanks, Dinushka. Ladies and gentlemen, it's an honor in front of you to talk about this wonderful and the most lucrative investment that you can ever invest, real estate. The most interesting topic, the topic of the town, especially in Colombo. I'm going to take you guys through some of the main key factors that affect Sri Lanka's real estate industry. So what we have gathered about these 6 points. So first thing is like my friend spoke about, the GDP rate. The GDP acceleration according to the Central Bank latest report, and it says the forecasted report says that it's going to increase up to 5.1% to 5.6 because since it's not, I can't say it's going to be dramatical, but it's going to be a stable rate. This is one of the positive factors that we can talk about that's going to contribute to the real estate industry. So the second one is the arrival of FDI. You can see the Colombo city's booming skyline. According to BOI, according to the analysis, what they're saying is in another 3 years, Sri Lanka is expecting $5 billion of foreign direct investments. So this is going to be one of the main factors. I know how many investors have been investing in this country. You can see the skyline booming everywhere. You can see like this is a different kind of a Colombo city. It's going to be in 2020. So the third one, Sri Lanka's transition to upper middle class. This is kind of tricky point, like that most of the investors want to know. What here is Sri Lanka's basic revenue of a person for each and every year, if you take, it's been shifting from 2,000 US dollars to 6,000 US dollars. Since they have been, in Sri Lankan context, at this country, now, the unemployment level has been reducing. The poverty level has been reducing after the civil war. So this is going to be one of the main factors that why people are making more money. Most of the people who have shops, who have factories, who have been investing in rural areas are trying to shifting to the Colombo city limit area, the suburbs. Since that, the suburb areas have been getting more popular. Fourth point is the inbound migration. From suburbs to Colombo city, people are moving. People want to work, people want to study, most of the people who came from suburbs, Kandy, like Jaffna, North and East, Goa, all of them coming inside the city. So this is what increased the demand for vertical living. People they want to change their lifestyle. They already have a house in those already rural areas or the suburbs, but they want to convert their lifestyle to a different level. That's why they always want to live in a luxury or an affordable luxury apartment. This is one key factor that made the demand to be increased for vertical living. So the last point in the list is everyone knows why Sri Lanka is famous in this world. According to Discovery Channel, National Geographic, Still Lonely Planet, Sri Lanka is being rated as one of the world's most top tourist destination. Rated in the next 2017 and 18 is going to be the most famous destination to travel. So these are the 6 factors that I can guarantee that going to make the real estate industry and of course Sri Lanka's economy to take to another level in the international arena. Moving on, since our topic is all about real estate is prime locations, I'm going to show you some of the locations that Prime Group have tapped already and why we have gone through this. And these are some of the main locations that we have been tapping at the moment. If you take Rajagiri, another booming a town, a part of Colombo, a suburb. This is, at the moment, Prime Group has about 4 projects in Rajagiri. Why? Because this is another suburb which is moving towards popularity. So the demands for lands getting high, demand for apartment living, vertical living getting high. So we tap Rajagiri there. Batharamulla, Talavatugudu, Kalawat, Colombo 5. Let's take a look at some of the model projects that we have been doing at the moment. Then there Rajagiri. You can see, whoever travels Rajagiri Batharamulla Road, that you can see this wonderful building coming up in front of the HSBC HDPL head office. Everybody who wants to live, who wants to pass around Colombo, have to go through this way. This is one of the prime locations that we already tapped. That's why we call it as we always invest in prime locations. The other is Batharamulla. Moving on. Batharamulla again, that project sold out within a month. Almost 54 apartments sold out in a month since it is a prime location. When it comes to real estate, we get to meet 3 kinds of buyers always. People who want to buy and stay in the house, people who want to buy and leave it for another investment, people who are coming from the road, the foreigners. So we have to meet the expectation of all these 3 kinds of investors at the same time. That's what we always call prime, always go for prime locations. Since we are expertise for the past 20 years in land business, we have been guaranteed you guys, we have been guaranteed you gentlemen to take a look at prime properties. Moving on to the next projects, Baseline Road, Colombo 5. Cartwell Street, Colombo. Look at these locations. All are for a person who born in Sri Lanka like me, Dinushka like everyone. If you take a look, Colombo 5, Colombo 8, Colombo 7, these are some of the locations that are unique. Colombo 7 again, Barnes Place, Tensi Road, Colombo 7. These are some of the upcoming apartments, almost completed 80%. And we sold out almost 75% of all these projects. Moving on to the first ever beach run done by a Sri Lankan company. This project is one of the milestones that Prime Group made. We sold this within 3 days. 54 apartments sold within 3 days. And we are going to put another beach run very soon, since the need and the demand are so high. Moving on, I'm going to leave it to Dinushka for our wonderful flagship, the most iconic apartment project that's going to come up in Colombo 7, Workplace, the most prestigious address. Dinushka, take the stage.
Thank you very much. Well, ladies and gentlemen, Luthfi gave you a really good briefing about our projects inside Colombo's urban and suburban areas. Now I'm going to walk you through. Can you all see the screen for this slide? Yeah? I'm going to walk you through our flagship project coming at number 64, Ward Place, Colombo 7. Now when I went to school, I'm a 90s kid, I went to school, Colombo 7 was always Colombo 7. Oh, my classmate is also there. When my father went to school, Colombo 7 was still Colombo 7. And I know that when I have a son, Colombo 7 is still going to be Colombo 7. There's an aura about living in Colombo 7, the prestige that comes with your address. This is a 3D rendering of the building. We understand that in today's context, every family has more than one car. So we have 4 dedicated double height parking, which means that even a 2-bedroom gets 2 parking spaces. And then we have Sri Lanka's longest elevated infinity pool, which is very similar to the Marina Bay Sands in Singapore, for those of you all who have been there, overlooking the ever-evolving Colombo skyline. And we have star-class European sanitary ware, star-class European kitchenettes. I mean, I can go on and on and on, but it comes with standard. Then, what makes this location prime? 64 Ward Place, Colombo 7. How conveniently close are you to the banks and institutions, to the restaurants and eateries, to the schools, to the shopping and recreationals? One of the prime locations you can find in residential Colombo. And of course, magnificent vistas of Colombo. On a clear day from the east wing, you can see Adams Peak. And if you move to the west wing, this is the view you will have from your 71-meter infinity pool. And by 2020, when the project is over, the Lotus Tower will have this purple petals on it, and all of this will be completed. It will be a really beautiful site. I'm quickly going to run through all of this since we're running short of time. Our principal architect is Design Group 5, who is responsible for numerous high-rises in and around Colombo. And we have partnered up with South Asia's most awarded design studio, IIDA, headed by Mr. Bentio Chineva himself. These go without saying. I'll quickly show you a video walkthrough.
The names of famous English governors are immortalized in Sri Lankan history, with prominent streets being named after them. One such name is Ward Place, named after British Governor Henry George Ward. Historically and today, the ultimate address that everyone aspires to. The first high-rise in Colombo 7. Ample and spacious parking for residents and visitors. Welcome to the ultimate grand lifestyle. The 5th and 31st floors are dedicated to leisure and recreation. Infinity pool. 7 private lounges on the 32nd floor, exclusively for penthouse and executive suite residents. Prime Group invites you to experience the ultimate prestigious lifestyle you've long dreamed of. Your time is now. The Prime Grand, Ward Place, the ultimate in prestigious living.
Okay, so we have 5 spacious residential layouts for you to choose from. Our 2-bedroom is 1,150 square feet, starting at 53.4 million rupees. You get your maid's room and the maid's bathroom inside every residential layout, which is a huge plus point. If you want more information about our pricing, or if you want to talk a little bit about the project, our stall is located right outside, so please feel free to talk to me or any one of our sales agents. We'll be more than happy to help you out. So, the million-dollar question, why invest in us? So, as investors, all of you are looking for 2 things when you invest your money. You want to make sure that your money is safe, and you also want to make sure that you're getting adequate return on your investment. Now, the safety factor has a lot to do with the credibility of the developer, the financial stability, and the track record that we've had. So, out of the 36 residential projects, we have delivered 12. We have 24 residential projects that are working, that are being developed as we speak. And Asia Pacific Property Awards for the year 2015 and 16 recognized Prime Group as Sri Lanka's best real estate company. It speaks for itself. 36 residential projects in the last 4 years. 14 have been completed and handed over. 22 are work in progress. And we are not just selling you an apartment. You are paying forward, you're buying into profit. This is the beauty about this investment. And according to a report done by the Canada Group in 2014, real estate has been the most lucrative investment since 2014 in this country. And it has never been a great time to invest rather than now. You're looking at average rental yields of 8%. Unlike having your money in the bank, yes, you get interest, but your capital doesn't appreciate. And that's a huge selling point in real estate. We have really handsome capital gains, and we are priced in Sri Lankan rupees. So if you're worried about losing on exchange rates, well, don't be. 93% of our completed apartments have been sold to date, with less than 0.5% resale, and 78% of our ongoing projects have been sold, which is a significant milestone for us as a group. So I'll walk you through a few statistics about the returns. Nugegura 298, project sold out a few months ago. People bought it at 18 to 20 million rupees a couple of years ago, and the going price now is between 30 to 32 million. Nugegura 306, right in front of Anula. I'm pretty sure anyone who's traveling on High Level Road has seen these 2 projects. We started at 18 to 20 million. Asking rate is 30 million now. And we have buyers to buy this. Athrogiriya, 5 to 6 million. Now going price is 12 to 15 million. So you can see the capital appreciations we are looking at. And finally, just to wrap this up, 21 years of trust and credibility. Safety of your money, the return on investments. Location, location, location. It's all about location in real estate. Our financial stability. Sorry about that. We have a controlling 100% stake of Summit Finance and an associate company, HNB Grameen, under our belt, showing you the financial stability of our company. Then we have expertise in freehold land businesses. We've done 3,500 individual projects up to date. And, of course, the brand value of Prime Group. So thank you very much for paying attention. And before you leave, kind request, there's a photo booth right outside here. There's some really cool props. Use it, take a photo, and we'll print it as a token of appreciation for being here today with us. And please, ladies and gentlemen, have yourself a wonderful evening. Thank you very much.
Thank you.